broadcast of this, like you did on the one for Tug earlier today, so that when it ends, it'll rebroadcast because then it'll all be on my channel. Pretty please, can you hear me?
I don't know how that works because all it is like whatever you have, you have. You can't go back to what we already had unless you have the actual thing downloaded from the StreamYard. I can have you sign in and you can download it and you can put it on your channel as a video if you want.
I can.
Yeah, meet me after the show and I'll give you the way to sign in. It's called the back door. You sign in, you go to my thing, you just grab what you want.
Yep. Awesome. I'll try that. But I was thinking since you, with Tug's show before, when it was over, you just rebroadcast it again, and that loop kept showing on my.
I didn't rebroadcast it. I shared it out on Facebook. I shared yours, his, and mine. That's 3 shows. I shared it out over there, all 3 of them, and then I mentioned us all in it in different orders because we were all there. Yeah,
I'm with it.
There you go. And
speaking of pinball,
yeah.
Say hello to my little friends.
I love pinball. It's an amazing thing. I can pinball all day long.
Pinball question from earlier, but
well, there was in Windows 95 came out. There was Stones and Bones or something like that pinball on it. And I played that all the time. And then I would try to play the Flight Simulator. Listen, I crashed just getting in it, so I don't know how that happens. It's not good. I'd rather love pinball too. Yeah.
Pinball is very relaxing. And it's eye-hand coordination, unlike a video game. I don't like the video simulated pinball because you can't tilt and do all those little things that try to trick the ball.
Yeah, there's no finesse to it.
I like what they have now, those mini pinball machines based on the actual pinballs. And I'm going to get those, man. Like you know how people want to read in bathrooms? I could play pinball, okay?
Quick shout out to my sister who gave me a cool gift. My brother-in-law was working at Toylanta, a huge toy convention here in Atlanta, and he works for like the #1 toy grading company in the world. So he was manning the booth, and so my sister and my niece went to visit him, and she saw there a poster. I can't show it; it's in another room of all of the Kenner Star Wars action figures. Like, just it got hundreds throughout the year, starting with the 1978 Kenner to present. Just an amazing poster. So thanks, sis. I know she's not watching this, but she knows. I thanked her today. We did a family event. She gave me that poster. I thought it was really sweet of her. So
yeah, and I gotta say that Ted was talking about the dumb deaf blind kid, right? Yeah, I love that movie, and it was a good song, but that movie is awesome. It is so
good.
Movie?
What the dumb
Tommy?
The pinball? Tommy. The pinball wizard, Tommy.
Of course. Yeah.
Love
the Acid Queen. I love Tina Turner in that as the Acid Queen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody should be the Acid Queen. I'm just saying. I heard it's fun. Anyways, moving on. TV movies. Go on.
And after 6 times, you're officially insane legally.
Well, oh well. All right. Anyways, whose turn is it next? Don't say mine because my brain turned off a long time ago.
Yours.
Yeah, I'm out. I don't know anymore right now.
Tracy loves slot machines. So do I. Wheel of Fortune slots are my favorite. Yep.
Ooh.
Slots are
I
fun.
like slot machines from Konami. Those are good. I like those ones.
Are good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's the have you played that, guys? Thrasher, you played the Wonder Woman slot machine based on the Linda Carter show. There's 2. One for World War II era and one for 1970, late 70s era. They're so much fun.
I have not.
Oh, dude, it's got the music. I love it.
I haven't played a slot machine since the 80s. When I was in Vegas. Yeah, I went to Vegas in the 80s. I played some slot machines. But I didn't have real good luck. I didn't win a bunch of money on a slot machine.
No one has good luck.
I won
Vegas.
I won $79 one time in Vegas, and then I won like 200 pennies in a casino in somewhere near Temecula. It was awesome. You know how much 200 pennies is? Yeah, $20. You got it.
I went to a Native American reservation up in North Carolina where they gamble, and I won some money on a roulette wheel up there.
Cool. I played roulette and promptly lost. I was like, "This is fun," and then I went to go do something else fun. Yeah. Anyways, roulette. It's a kind of a cool game, though. I do like that.
Always bet on black, like they said in Passenger 57. Wesley Snipes' line. Yep.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Although, I like gambling.
Williams Pinball was my favorite manufacturer, and they left the pinball business to make slot machines exclusively. Williams is in Chicago, Illinois, and yeah, I hated that. Like in the late 90s, they were out of the pinball business altogether.
What they should have done is made pinball slot machines. That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
I would have lost all my money on that.
In like the 1920s or around that time frame, a lot of towns were trying to ban pinball machines.
And they did, yes.
Oh yeah, dude. There was this place wanted to open up in Temecula a few years back, right? They moved from Lake Elsinore out here for better, area, right? And the Temecula people wouldn't let them open up the arcade, and it was full of pinball and other arcade machines. Wouldn't let them open, right? It just sat there. They couldn't do anything, and I don't know whatever happened. I have never gone back, but I was like sad. My mom's like, "Well, you don't want all that trash out here," and I'm like, "What trash? Those are games." I'm like, "What?" Anyways, love you, Mom. Yeah, but pinball and arcades. I mean, those are the best. I had the best times in those.
I remember in the 80s, there were a lot of like groups that were trying to shut down the arcades. They said the kids were spending too much of their time and money there too. But it was just funny how, from the 1920s to the 1980s, it's like, wow, the worm has turned, because in the earlier days it was the pinball machines. And here's a little factoid. Do you know why the ice cream sundae is called the ice cream sundae? Anyone?
No.
Chance knows, but he's gonna let me tell it. Danny, do you know? It's actually a really, really funny story.
No.
In early Americana, as you know, the ice cream soda is like one of the best treats in the country, right? A lot of religious groups thought that it was too decadent to be served on the Lord's Day, so communities were banning the sale of ice cream sodas on Sunday. But the shops wanted to stay open because the kids didn't have school, so that Sunday was a big business day. So what they did was they omitted the soda and served the rest of the ingredients: ice cream, chocolate syrup, and whipped cream, cherry on top. And they called it the ice cream sundae because there was no law about serving that on Sunday. And I just thought that was amazing. It's funny, the things that really set people off over the years,
Well, yeah, I mean, I've heard some really interesting things, and I would say that takes the cake, but it's more like the ice cream cake on that one.
Takes the ice cream on that one, yeah.
I don't know, man.
I'm guilty of eating way too much ice cream in my life.
Oh, I love ice cream. I pour wheat syrup in my ice cream. It's the best. Oh, man.
Oh, and Johnny, here's another one for you. A few years ago, a parents group tried to sue Chuck E. Cheese because at the arcade games there, you could win prize tickets, which you could use to redeem for prizes. And they tried to say that was gambling because they're parlaying money into prizes they could win.
But see, what they can do there too is just buy it. They can just go up there and buy whatever prize they want. They don't have to win it, right? So really, it's not gambling at that point because of that, right?
It's an amusement,
exactly.
You can just go up there and go, well, look, my kid sucks, but I'm gonna get that big thing for them, and you could just buy it.
But Chuck E. Cheese is having enough problems. They're gonna get sued for like.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun to spend $25 trying to get that little ball in that stupid ring to get a handful of tickets. They're gonna get a $3 rubber toy.
I gotta tell you that fishing game where you cast and can win tickets, that's addictive.
No, there's the ones that you drop the coins in, right? And they have those spinning wheels, and they bring the coins forward. I love those. I can win pretty good on those. There's
a Chuck E. Cheese right on the road. I can walk there. I do it all the time. I'm kidding.
Dude,
no, there is though. But I have no. They don't even good games there. If they had pinball, I might go and then I'd get escorted out. Sir, where's your kid? I don't have a kid. What are you doing here? But look, can I quickly say, a young African American woman I met on a set last week was bashing religion. I'm not going to bash religion, don't get me wrong, but she was like saying it's all about real estate. It is. It's all a real estate land grab. That's all religion's all about. It's about the real estate. Trust me. And she kept rattling on. I'm like, okay. She kept telling me, beating me over the head. And anyway, I don't even know how she's the one that brought up religion. I wouldn't even talk in religion.
That's absolutely the craziest thing I ever heard. We all know it's not about land. It's about money.
Well, she said that too. Anyway.
Well,
money, land.
Hey, classic video game 45. Is that one of your people, Thrash? Or
sure is.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
he's got some really cool old games up there he puts up. I enjoy that channel immensely.
I got to subscribe to that one. If someone drops a link, I'll subscribe.
Well, if he comes over to my chat, he can drop his link in the chat. He's wrenched up over here. So come in my channel, drop your links, everybody. Then go back to whatever you want to be. There you go.
Before we run out of time, let me ask you all a trivia question later. Not now, when it's my turn. I'm talking too much. Just it's an audio. What?
Go ahead.
Just go ahead.
Okay. I want Thrash or Danny or Sarah. Most likely it'll be Danny or Thrash that'll know this. I'm going to hum incidental music from a big motion picture release and just interrupt me with the title. You got to stop me because it's very awkward and embarrassing. I can't hum. I'm off key. So here we go. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Now you're gonna know what it is. Wah 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 wah. It's Res Lost Ark. I thought when y'all would get that, I hummed it so badly. That's why the scene, what truck, where they're in the first movie, and there's a great musical piece by John Williams. Okay, I've gone nuts. Enough said. I did that bad. You would have gotten it. And last night, you would have known this, guys. You weren't there, Thrash. If I said the line, Clear Bay 27, we're opening the magnetic field. What movie would that be? Now, Dan knows because he was there. What line is that from? Or chat, anybody.
2001.
It was Indiana Jones. I did it badly. Red Lost
Oh.
Clear Bay 27, we are opening the magnetic field.
I just rubbed this in my eye. Oh, that's bad.
You don't know Thrash?
Well, I guess 2001, but that was wrong.
It's
I heard
Star Wars.
Bay.
When the Millennium Falcon's getting scooped up by the tractor beam, and you hear a voice over telling the stormtroopers to get out of the way. We're opening up the bay, and you'll get sucked out into space. You know, Clear Bay 27. We're opening the magnetic field. And you could see like the little pole where the model was. See that little pole goes into the light. You know. Anyway.
That's one of my big problems, Chance. I can never identify music. Whenever we play the wrestling trivia game and they start playing the theme songs for wrestlers, I've heard it 1,000 times and it just don't click who that is.
But you know, also that scene has a lot of John Williams music. So if you heard the music, you would know that line immediately. When you isolate the line, it's hard to guess what movie it's from, actually. Because you have the dun 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 dun, you know, Clear Bay 27, we're opening the magnetic field.
There's some pieces of music, you know, that's unmistakable, like the theme from the Pink Panther.
Oh yeah,
Henry Mancini.
You know, no matter what, you're gonna get them.
Hey, you know that Babysitter, guys? Are you into Space 1999, Thrash, like I am, and Sarah? The director of that, I learned this yesterday. The director of The Babysitter directed 2 episodes of season 2 of Space 1999. Space Warp, where Maya's going nuts, where she has a fever and she transforms into monster after monster, and one called The Seance Spectre. Enough said. I thought that was interesting.
When I was a kid, I actually had the entire Space 1999 line of toys, complete with that big white spaceship that come apart and everything, man.
The Eagle. Yeah, the Eagle.
Yeah.
Okay. Chance, here's one for you. I don't know the name of the episode, but I know it when I start describing it, you'll get it almost instantly. It has a space Hydra in it. And it's amazing because it's not actually told through the primary characters. It's a side story from a guy who was at the base, but he's talking about this like horrible experience he had years before, where they come out of the section of space, and this space it looks like that sea anemone, that the Hydra, and it manages to beam itself into the ship, and it sucks the crew members in one at a time. And here's the creepy part: it sucks them in, and then it spits out their sort of charred, burned remains.
Yes, Dragon's Domain. Yes, Sarah knows it. Yeah.
And I remember I saw that when I was like 9 or 10, and it like scarred me. It was like something of a horror movie, and I didn't think anything of it. But years later, I was like, some Space 1999 popped up in my suggestion box on YouTube, and I found that bit. And I went to the comments, and apparently, lots of people my age were like mentally traumatized by that scene.
My friend Jeff was too. He talked about it. He wasn't even a big fan of that show, but that episode always stuck with him. Yeah. Yeah.
So I watched all of them, and I thought they were all just awesome. And I can't say that anything sticks out as like horrifying, because it was practical effects and it looked great. Okay.
It was.
And it was like Alien, was it not, Thrash? It was like the precursor to Alien, and the same guy did the special effects. Brian Johnson, ironically, did the special effects in Alien. The 1999 was filmed in 74 and Alien in 78, so it was like 4 years before.
Wow.
In terms of production time, not release time, production. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Brian Blessed was Maya's father.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she turns into him, even when she turns into all the monsters, she turns into him, which I always thought was really interesting.
That's
Yeah.
right. I had forgotten that.
Yeah.
And
Different actor, but turns into
he's in heavy makeup, so it's her dad. But yeah.
He's
and he was in a season 1 episode 2. Remember with the ice planet, like pre-Hoth, Ice World?
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's cool because then they leave it and the guy turns into a skeleton. That's awesome.
Correct, becomes a skeleton. And for those in the layman might not know, he was the Hawkman in Flash Gordon. And Phantom Menace did the voice of "We do not care about Nabu." He played that character. I forgot the character's name.
Right,
He
did. But to me, he'll always be Richard III Richard IV in Blackadder, the first incarnation of Blackadder. That's my favorite portrayal of his.
Blackadder don't end well.
Well, anyways, I blame.
Have you lost your
Chance.
conker?
I blame Chance for me loving Space 1989. Thank you, Chance.
I mailed you a comic book.
Yeah, it's right
of Space
here.
1999.
It's right here. Even.
I got some right here.
Right here. Yeah, I got it right here.
Cool.
It's this one. I mailed you this one. Look, hold it up again, Sarah. Let's do twinsies.
Hold on. Let me take it out of the thing. I gotta take it out.
Oh, then don't worry about it. I won't.
No, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Trust and believe. I take it out a lot and go, "This is awesome." I don't touch it anymore after that. I don't want to ruin it.
Yours is in better condition than this one because this had like an ad cut out of it. But I have another one that's mint as well. But
the Star Wars ones.
This is the only comic book Thrash and Dan featuring season 2. With Maya, only one issue did. There it is. Look, twinsies.
Yep.
Turn it to the light. There you go. Or turn it away from the light.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Look, see,
I
you're
got
cool.
a 1999 comic book on my wall, but I think it's different than all these.
Well, you have this one
There's
too.
only 7 of them. There's only 7. Look at that one with the eagle blowing up. John Byrne art.
Nice.
And yeah, Koenig in space. His eagle's blown up around him. Enough said.
Yep.
Nobody cares in the audience. I'm giving these to my friend Jeff Logan.
You got the number one?
Huh?
Did you have the number 1?
Yeah, I have them all. There's 7 of them. Joe Staten did the cover art of number 1. It's in a box, so these are duplicate copies I have. I'm going to give to my friend Jeff at the comic show on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm going to
giving you a Batman card, Sarah, tomorrow.
All right, cool. Batman, everybody.
You don't like Grease. I was going to send you Grease cards, but you hate Grease, the movie Grease.
You're so sweet to me, Chance. Thank you for remembering that.
I was just looking at the Grease cards you sent me the other day. By the way, I keep them in like a little memento box by my computer, and I was going through it looking for something else. I can't remember what, but I go, "Oh wow, Chance's cards." I still got them.
A lot of people have Chance's cards.
I think Chance does me this way just to mess with me, but he sends cards to everybody else but me, and he's been gonna send me these cards for like 6 months now, and I've been waiting on them. And I think he's just jerking me around to mess with me now. I really do.
And I owe you a pin too. I'm trying to find one of my Pod Blast pins.
Man, I need some more Pod Blast stickers too. I don't have any to drop out here in Temecula.
The envelope with your card in it.
That's okay.
What?
I'll prove it.
Everybody makes me the butt of their jokes. So I'm gonna send you this, and then it never shows up.
No. I sent you one package.
I got this guy up in New York, upstate New York, and this guy's been telling me he's gonna send me some of this maple syrup they make. For 2.5 freaking years, I've been waiting on that maple syrup.
You're covering up your dress.
Hey, but Dan, you got the Sasquatch stuff I sent you from that shop up here for your birthday.
Yep.
Well, probably a couple years ago now. You got that stuff, right?
It's a P.O. box, Chance. You can show
Do you
everybody
remember
the
I
P.O.
sent you some
box.
stuff?
Yeah, I got your stuff, dude.
All right, good.
That's your Batman card.
Now I
but
feel
it's
bad.
sealed. I sealed it already, Sarah, so I can't put in anything else.
It's fine. It's okay. And I'll look past it this time. I don't remember what I even said to put it there now. Oh, yeah,
Esmeralda, you're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Thank you for your husband. Tell him I said
Everyone
hi.
say hi to Mama Thrash. She's just coming in from a
Hey,
smoke
greetings.
break.
Hi, Mama Flash. Not Flash. I meant Thrash.
Hey, Mr. Thrash.
Whoa. Anyways,
There's Mrs. Thrash is the Mrs. Mama
Yeah.
Thrash is my mother. And we
right.
don't smoke in the house, so she's out of the smoker's lounge. Or she was.
But you're smoking in the house. We see you now. Look how smoking hot you are. That's not what I said.
Oh, stop.
You'll never guess what this is.
It's a box, a book.
It's a
notebook.
owner's
An album.
Black album. No.
It's an owner's manual to my Indiana Jones pinball machine.
Oh.
I'm going to feature it on my channel and when I go live talking about pinball again.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah. Well,
That's
anyways,
cool squared.
owner's manual to Cyclone, my other machine, schematics and all that stuff.
I got this new phone here. I'm getting situated here so I can be back full time on YouTube. Isn't that great? Everybody, aren't you excited?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Right?
Oh, and speaking of addresses, Tug, did you get my I sent my address. Did you get it, Tug? Not the mama. Not the mama. Not the mama.
Well, anyways, but yeah, I called her Flash instead of Thrash because I don't know why. I'm sorry about that.
Well, because the name originally was Mama Cass, but I went with Mama Thrash and it has a nice ring to it. And she fell in love with it, so that's why I call her Mama Thrash.
I thought that was something else for a minute there.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's a pen. No, this is legal.
Oh,
I got some too, man. It's legal, I swear.
that's legal in Massachusetts.
Can't hold up what's in the bag in front of me.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna leave that bag away too. Yeah. Okay.
Were you guys in the Movie Watcher Club, AMC, circa 1994? Did you have a Movie Watcher card? Or you can't see that. There we go.
No, but I had a
I
I believe I did.
Yeah,
I believe I did.
right. That's their program right there. And you get there's a coupon for a free popcorn I never redeemed. Ooh, it expired in 1995. I'm a little late.
Cheers. A little late. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. It expired it's valid January 1st to 31st, 1998. My bad.
Anyway. This is so funny.
Oh, Billy Sellers is joining us. Billy, how you doing? Anywhere near Raleigh? My dad lives in Raleigh. By the way, welcome to the party.
Yeah, we party here all the time. My flock is synonymous with parties. All the time parties here. Mm-hmm. Everywhere I go, party. Promise.
And Caitlin, hello to you too.
Thrash and Unapologetic Geek and everybody. Don't you remember when they had a student discount at the movie theaters? That went away. I would show my student ID long after I was out of college, and they still took it. I'm a student. Okay, and now I think I don't even know if seniors get a discount. They might with AARP or something like that. But
I don't know.
One day I need to sign up for that stuff because I'm cheap. But there used to be a student discount. I wish they need to bring that back. They're struggling to get people in the theaters with streaming being so popular. They need to do gimmicks like that.
Well,
I remember we didn't have a senior discount at the movie store I worked at, and the seniors would get so hostile. Do you have a senior discount? Sorry, no. Why not?
You're not a
Well,
senior.
Yeah.
Not
well,
yet.
Well, when I was into high school, right, I had some people that worked at Blockbuster that I went to school with, and they were going to give me all the free movies I wanted up until I made a really incredibly good joke. It just was at their expense. Anyways, then I had to pay half price, so whatever. Anyways, moral of the story is sometimes don't make fun of people and why they got fired from their job at KFC for deep frying their clothing. It's probably not a good idea to do that in front of their manager. They get kind of mad.
Are you kidding me?
No, they literally deep fried their clothing. Yeah, they walked out in their underwear. Yeah, fantastic.
Why? Why?
Listen, I don't know. As a teenager, that was never my idea of anything to ever do, right? I did backyard wrestling. I thought that was fun. That makes sense. But deep frying my clothes and walking out in my underwear did not sound like a good idea.
No. Emily Miller said she hasn't been to a theater since Rogue One. Was it that bad? I liked it.
Dude, the last movie I saw in theaters was at the Chinese Man Theater, and it was what's his name thing, that Star Wars movie with, oh my gosh,
Solo story.
Yeah. So I saw it. So I'm like at this really cool theater and these really comfortable reclining seats and stuff, right? And I'm watching this movie and I'm like, wow, I can't wait till this is over. Man, that was an awful movie.
I've been to that theater, Man's Chinese, a couple times. Hey, was it any good? Looney Tunes movie, classic video game 45. I was going to see that with friends this weekend. I didn't wind up doing it. Was it any good? Were the cartoons funny?
He walked out of Transformers 2. I mean, Transformers 2. Yeah. Well, I saw that first one, and I was like, well, that's not like the cartoon at all. I missed the cartoon.
I saw the cartoon in the theaters where they're in his Borgnine.
Oh, that's so cool.
And Leonard Nimoy. And I thought that was cool. But again, we're going back, what was that, 85, 86, I want to say? Crazy.
I said Man's Chinese Theater. That's funny. Look at Tug said, put his comment on screen. It's Man's Chinese Theater, not the Chinese Man's Theater.
I might have said it backwards. It might have been a dyslexia thing, so sorry if I did.
God. Well, you're half Chinese, so you can say that anyway. Not that you meant anything ill-willed. I know.
That's just dyslexia things when I transpose like that, right? It's like, sorry. I mean, I literally just called Mrs. or Mama Thrash Mama Flash, so that's not good.
Ancient Chinese secret.
Calgon.
No, it wasn't Calgon. I forgot. It was a detergent.
So it was.
Yeah, we need more Calgon. It was.
Was it Calgon? Okay. I remember Calgon Take Me Away, the lady wanting to take a bath and a bubble bath because she was so sick of her kids. She hated her life. Calgon, take me away. Sorry.
That was the bubble bath. There was also the detergent, but yes.
I didn't know that. Yes.
Speaking of detergents, do you know that very, very famous episode of the Brady Bunch in the last season where they decided to do a detergent commercial? Do you know who the director is supposed to be based on?
No.
It's an in-joke in the industry. It was a very young Steven Spielberg. The director who's supposed to direct the commercial, he was channeling Steven Spielberg when he did that.
Wow, that's a great fact. I didn't know that fun fact.
Thank you. I forget who told me that, but I'm like, that is great. And when you watch it again, you're like, yeah, I can kind of see it. Like when they're walking out, he's like, he's like framing them and everything. Where were you guys? We were improvising. Where? In a swamp?
Well, some people just do that.
And I love Duel, his first movie he ever directed. It was a TV movie. That's up my favorite list of top. I'll just say Duel is my number one.
I love Duel. We already talked about Duel. We all love Duel.
We did a Duel deep dive earlier.
Yeah.
Hey, Music, what's going on, brother?
Real quick here, I want to give a little shout out to Music and Fun there in Tech Trip. He and I have been working to do some funny songs and stuff together and whatever. So, make sure you check him out and subscribe and all that, and have lots of giggles because dude's funny.
And hey, Chance, what you got coming up anytime soon?
Well, I'm going to be, this is only regional, but I'm going to be next weekend at Stellar Fest interviewing the lady that was in the Man Trap monster outfit, and she was a fembot. My line, Sarah, to her is going to be like, I wish I could say meet and use a dream, but it's more like a nightmare because you were in a lot of my nightmares. She was the Salt Vampire M113 creature, and she was the Obion in Battlestar Galactica, like we were talking about, that creature in the casino. The main one that was talking and squealing, and they translated the lines. That was her, and much more recent stuff, too. And she looks really good, at least in the picture for her age. And I'm not going to hit on her. It sounds like I'm going to hit on the lady. No, that's not where I'm going with it. I'm just saying. And Marta Krista, I'm going to interview all of them for the Nostalgic Pod Blast. So stay tuned to my channel if you want to see the interviews. And others too that'll be there, like actors from Babylon 5, and it's a science fiction.
Tell them all I said hi because I'm sure they all know that I'm so famous now. So there you go.
But for more information, stellarfest.org, not .com, .org for more information. And it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, April 3rd, 4th, and 5th. God, I hope I got those dates right, in Atlanta, Georgia, actually in Gwinnett County.
And you can just send me all their autographs. You have my address, so I'll be looking forward to that.
And I'm bringing a projector to show some of my best science fiction material, good color prints by request. See what people want. I'm going to bring a whole stack of film, my projector, a speaker, a screen, everything. But I think they're going to have a big old screen, so I don't think I need to bring it. But as backup, I'm going to bring one of my screens.
Oh yeah, you should always have it. Be prepared.
Be prepared. And so that's all. And then I'm doing a series on pinball machines based on movies, and I've gotten up to the letter I. I go in alphabetical order, but I missed Black Hole for some reason. I don't know why it slipped my mind, so I got to go back and cover the Black Hole pinball machine. So I filmed these machines and feature them or I will find a clip of the machine being played. And then I'm also covering the women of Star Trek. I got the idea from you guys. I'm wrapping up season 1. I'm doing it every other week because a lot of people don't care for Star Trek or pinball. So
try to have two of my favorite things. People who don't like them are crazy.
I didn't know you liked pinball, Sarah.
Oh, I love pinball. I used to go to the roller rink just to play Star Trek pinball sometimes.
Thanks, Music, Movies, and More. I'm going to have the interviews posted as soon as possible. And I go live Friday night around 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. And I have guests sometimes too. So, yeah. Thank you. And I'm a big pinball nerd.
What you got?
Did you guys see my pinball machine video? I did. I took the glass off of Raiders of the Lost Ark. I have a Indiana Jones pinball adventure about the original trilogy, and I took off the glass and filmed it. It's kind of not the best photography. I just used my phone. I did the best I could. I need to redo that when I have company over that can film me playing, because I couldn't do the video modes. Anyway, I better shut up. It's the caffeine. Sunkiss is the only major orange soda with caffeine in it. Fun fact. Knee high, if you can find knee high. Anyway.
Well, anyway, my eyes start burning because I rubbed that in it.
I have another of my top 10 of the worst dad jokes ever conceived of video going this week. I'm not sure what day it is, but it will be going up this week. Next Sunday, I will have a live chat come heck or high water. And of course, next Sunday, we're also going to have part 2 of the greatest anthology films of all time on Tug's channel. So I have 2 things going on this week, and I might even have a second piece of content on the channel this week, but I don't want to jinx it. So, but we will certainly try.
I agree with you, Tug. That was Starkiss. So I know.
Sorry, Charlie.
This week I'm doing nothing. I'm gonna sleep a lot and get wasted and party and chill and do nothing to do with YouTube as much as possible.
Well, this Thursday, Snarky and I are having ladies' night, so we expect all you fellers to be in the chat, dropping money at us. Okay, it'd be great. There's plenty of money, little emojis, so we're expecting it. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna collect the whole set of all the monies. That'd be awesome. Yeah. So we're doing a little something different there, so you guys can all have a break, and it'll be Snarky, myself, and I believe Tracy will be there, and there's some other people that we invited, but we haven't heard back yet. So.
And with that, we'll all say good night and catch y'all next week.
Super. Thanks. Good to see you. Night, everyone.
Night. Oh, I gotta hit in stream. I don't hit buttons.
With Pawns and Dan in a TV flow, geeks for sure with tales to tell. Every Sunday is pretty swell. Good times here, you'll want some more. Remember days you can't ignore. Kids and family, friends so dear. Join us now, the crew is here. On the auditor, save the world with Sarah at their side. Oh girl, Sunday's fun with joy and cheer. Flip side, flip, flip, so revere. Shows from days gone by, epic moments never die. Internet was such a blast, fun with friends, let's make it last. Time to laugh and time to chat, geek out hard and that's a fact. Sarah's here to add the spice, memories that feel so nice. Love the auditor, save the world with Sarah at their side. Oh girl, Sunday's fun with joy and cheer. Flip side, flip, flip, so revere. Save the world with Sarah friends, let's make it last. Time to laugh and time to chat. Geek out hard and that's a fact.